Hello viewers, tutorial 2 question 3, and we have an equation to solve that involves one fraction on each side of the equation, which means that we are going to cross multiply. So we can multiply the 2 by the 10x minus 4 and the 15x minus 2 by 1. So we get 2 times 10x minus 4 equals 1 times 15x plus 2. Multiply the 2 into this bracket. That will give you that 20x minus 2 times 4 is 8 equals 1 times 15x plus 2. To solve this, we want all of the x terms on one side of the equation and everything else to the other side. So let's move the 15x to the left so it becomes a minus 15x, and we'll also move the minus 8 to the right to make it a plus 8. So we get 20x minus 15x equals 8 plus 2, and 20x minus 15x is 5x is 10, and if we divide that through by 5 we get an answer of x equals 2. Okay, so let's check that x equals 2 does fit the equation. So if we substitute x equals 2 into the left hand side, the top becomes 10 times 2 minus 4 is 16, and 15 times 2 plus 2 is 32. So 16 over 32, which does indeed simplify to 1/2. Okay, so question B, we have to solve 5x minus 9 over 2 equals x upon 3 plus 7x minus 1 over 10. So this we cannot cross multiply because we have 3 fractions here, not just 2. If you've got 3 fractions or more fractions than 2, then you will need to be a bit more clever. So we will use the same approach that I have used in a few of these other videos. 2 times 3 times 10 is 60. So we'll multiply the whole equation through by 60. So we've got 60 multiplied by 5x minus 9 over 2 equals 60 times x over 3 plus 60 times 7x minus 1 over 10. 60 divided by 2 is 30 times 5x minus 9. 60 divided by 3 is 20x, and 60 divided by 10 is 6. So we'll multiply that 30 into the bracket, so 30 times 5 is 150x minus 270 equals 20x plus, this is 42x minus 6. I want to combine these two terms to begin with, so we get 150x minus 270 equals, that's 62x minus 6. Now we'll do the same as what we did in part A, which is all x terms to one side, everything else to the other side. So this is going to give you 150x minus 62x. We're moving the 62x to the other side, and the minus 270 will bring that to the right, so that's going to become a plus 270. We've got 150x minus 62x equals 270 minus 6. So 150 minus 62 is 88. X equals 270 minus 6 is 264. So therefore x is 264 divided by 88, which turns out to be 3. Okay, so we'll check that. So if we substitute x equals 3 into the left hand side of the equation, we get 5 times 3, which is 15, minus 9, which is 6. Divide that by 2, we get 3. X over 3, well that's 3 over 3, which is 1. And 7 times x will be 7 times 3, which is 21. minus 1 is 20, divided by 10 gives us 2. So 2 does indeed give us our 3, so it works. Perfect. Okay, see, we have another equation to solve. We have 4 over r plus 3 equals 3 over r plus 2. Back to having one fraction only on each side of the equation. Only 2 fractions involved in the equation overall, which means cross multiplication will work perfectly here. Okay, so we have to multiply 4 by r plus 2 equals 3 times r plus 3. Multiply the brackets out and we get 4r plus 8 equals 3r plus 9. Okay, so we need r terms to one side, everything else to the other. So we'll move the 3r to the left and the 8 to the right. So 4r minus 3r equals 9 minus 8. 4r minus 3r is 1r, which is r, equals 1. Okay, so let's check that. So on the left hand side, r plus 3 is going to be 1 plus 3 is 4. We've got 4 plus 4, 4 over 4, so that is 1. And on the right hand side, r plus 2 is 1 plus 2 is 3. And we've got 3 over 3, which is also 1. So both sides are 1. It checks out. Okay, thanks for watching. Over and out.